to state that land use policy LU8F requires that there be enough developable land within the UDB. And when you look at MSA 6.2, it has a supply of commercial land beyond 2026 and countywide beyond 2030. So in my mind, no demonstrated need has been established at this point. There was a comment about a 40-acre business and office parcel within 1.5 mile of the application. Is that the Brown property that was approved by this commission?
Yes.
And that's not developed at this particular point?
Not yet.
Secondly, it's not compatible. You've got agriculture on all three sides. Land use policy LU8G states that when lands are to be added to the UDB, that agricultural lands should be avoided. This would add agricultural lands. And I know, Counselor, if I needed an advocate, I'd have to call you up because you're great at what you do. And certainly when someone makes an investment in the property, I don't know what they paid for it. When I looked at it, I guess the docks, it was about $14.5 million. And, in the conversation about it not being used for agriculture, well, if you pay $14.5 million for a property, I don't think that I would speculate that you're not acquiring that property for agricultural use. And certainly, because you make an investment, it doesn't entitle, the owner to the UDB being moved. I mean, that's not an entitlement because you make that kind of an investment. Also, Florida statutes discourage urban sprawl. This application promotes urban sprawl. It fails to use suitable available land in the UDB. It fails to protect agriculture, and it discourages infill. Beyond that, someone mentioned the camel's nose, under the tent, and we know what happens once the camel's nose gets under the tent gets destroyed. And, in my mind, this would be opening up Pandora's box. We'll have 100 applications in line with every landowner who owns property, near the UDB, coming forward and basically making the same argument and asking that if you did this for these guys, and they're not unique, then you should do it for my application as well. And based upon all of that, I cannot support the application. We're in an economic downturn. We're not in a boom where, commercial property is flying off the shelf. At this particular point in time, everything is slowed down. This application is premature, and I don't believe that we should even submit this application. This is the fourth time it's come before us. And, in my mind, not only do the same reasons for not submitting it exist today, but they're even worse because when they came before us before, that's when the market was heated and commercial property and things were basically being built. But we don't find ourselves in that situation today. And so based upon all of that, I cannot support it.